Hello, my name is Irina, and together with my colleagues Tong Zhang, Ruiki Luo, and Qin we're gonna show you the research we have done on international leadership. We have created analysis on the leadership styles and theories and approaches, evaluating the leadership of Meg Whitman, the ex-CEO of eBay, and Bob Iger, the CEO of Disney. Based on the research, this presentation critically evaluates both Meg Whitman and Bob Iger leadership within her and his industries. Operational scaling and marketplace innovation marked Whitman's tenure at eBay. Iger's, on the other side, transformation merges and brand synergy during this time. Starting with leaders, both are reflected in traits and skills analyzed within the traits and skills theories. But overpressure on some natural abilities might ignore central contextual leadership. As Westover in 2024 uses situational and path goal theories to frame the assessment of adaptive capabilities of them. Furthermore, the use of transformational and disruptive leadership approaches led to irregular innovation, yet with the risk such as cultural integration issues. Gap in practical lessons for leadership theory and practice pointing to areas of lack of adaptability and ethical considerations. Furthermore, I will describe the key leadership theories and approaches. Evaluating foundational leadership theories and approaches in a manner of applying them to Whitman and to Iger strategies. Effect leaders are presumed to have traits like integrity, resilience, and so on by the trait theory. Nevertheless, it sacrifices development factors. According to skill theories, competencies such as negotiation and problem solving are learned and able to be developed over the time, while the lens of situational theory is flexible. Empirical studies do not support the ideal adaptability. Although path goal theory underscores leader-driven clarity, there are recent criticisms which suggest the employee autonomy is lacking in its address. Despite trust building, LMX theory might promote in-group bias. Transformational and disruptive approaches provide insights into a vision-led innovation, but over-concerning of later might destabilize existing processes. Furthermore, I will share my next slide with my colleague, which is going to present Meg Whitman background and achievements.
Okay, hello. The second leader I introduced is Meg Whitman. With Whitman career spanned across multiple, including Disney, Hasbro, and eBay. Driving eBay rapid growth, she leads eBay's international expansion, entering multiple markets such as Europe and Asia. Meg Whitman helped eBay increase its annual revenue from 5.7 million to 4.2 billion over 7 years and lead the acquisition plan in 2002, integrating India Breeze and China's website. In 2010, Meg Whitman ran for governor of California as a replicate candidate, but for despite her defeat, her political environment received much attention. Meg Whitman actively joined the charitable cause and donates a large amount of funds to education, healthcare, and information protection, and supports non-profit organizations such as the American Red Cross and the Nature Conservancy. Meg Whitman has named one of the most influential women in the world by Forbes magazine multiple times during her career. She has also received multiple business leadership awards and was the Harvard Business School Achievement Awards in 2008. Meg Williams is known for her pragmatic and attention to detailed leadership style, and during her tenure as CEO of eBay, she successfully drove the composition, transformation, and global expansion. Meg Williman is a manager who is good at listening in the team. which can motivate employees. She successfully strategy, vision, and extension ability. When Meg Williman joined eBay, the company was still small in size, but through clear strategy planning, she successfully pushed eBay to go public and achieve repeat growth. Meg Williman led HP Enterprise to focus on enterprise advice, explaining the company to respond more flexible to market change. Meg Williman is very good at attracting and cultivating outstanding talents. During her time at eBay and HP, she successfully built an efficient management team. At the same time, she focused on shaping the corporate culture and overs the value of innovation and customer first. Meg Williams successfully addressed major challenges such as market competitor and the change during her time at eBay and HP. And also Cube felt her courage to try innovative stream modules reflectable her determination and explore new fields. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, this part is critically analyzing Meg Whitman's leadership style. Whitman leads with decisiveness, teamwork, and data. She promoted user-centric innovation through community trust systems, but was criticized for prioritizing growth above risk management. So she was a transformative leader. Innovation didn't necessarily provide adaptive capacity with respect to allowing digital risks. While the integration of disruptive leadership aspects is admitted. However, scores contend that this didn't deliver through radical innovation characteristic of for descriptors. Her leadership combined hands-on and strategic delegation to balance innovation and operational elements. Understand Whitman's career alone, thinking about practical limits to transformational leadership when governments and risk frameworks fail to develop. Okay, that's all. Next, please.
Furthermore, we will try to apply some of the theories and approaches to Meg Whitman leadership. Using trait theory, the ability of Meg Whitman to adapt and decide led to eBay aggressively expanding the market. Yet critics point they are highlighting that it relies too heavily on innate qualities and neglects the contextual complexity. According to situational leadership theory, Meg Whitman changed her approach, directive in crisis and empowering in stable times. This assumption, however, also the marketplace optimal flexibility, which sometimes was lacking in governance oversight. Her transformational leadership was visionary in the market, while it was also facing ethical challenges in balancing the interest of the stakeholders. To be specific about the disruptive leadership of Meg Whitman, incremental innovation disrupted online trending norms without the value of disrupt prohibitions. By focusing on this analysis, leaders need to identify a connection between the vision-driven growth and the systemic accountability. Furthermore, my colleague is going to present the background and achievements of CEO Bob Iger.
Thank you so much. Bob Iger, the former CEO of Walt Disney, was first appointed as the CEO in 2005 and served the company till 2020. During his period of service towards the company, he emphasized developing the most creative connect, facilitating innovation with the help of new technology and expanding to new markets across the world. He wrote a book called The Read of a Lifetime, which was praised by Bill Gates. According to Bill Gates, the book leads the reader to the way a media company is handled and how he shaped his strength and shored up his weak points. He proposed several attributes such as innovation intelligence and focus on innovation, which helped them acquire the Packers and Disney, according to Bob Iger. There are several principles, including optimism, courage, fairness, and influence, which make an individual a good and effective leader. Next. The leadership practiced by Bob Iger is the transformational leadership style, having some visionary leadership traits. Visionary leader creates a vision while offering meaning and purpose to the team and empower them through effective communication. In this regard, he's created a strategic and clear vision for the company in which he focused on marketing high-quality content using advanced technologies and targeting international market. In this regard, Bob Iger during his time has overseen several accreditations such as Pexer, Mineral Entertainment, Look for Same, and Fox, which invented the area he did well. Additionally, in terms of his transformative leadership style, his primary aim was to establish a creative strategy without micromanaging his employees. However, despite his effective leadership, he made wrong decisions regarding the successful planning of Bob Chaps. The myths created through the succession plan evidence the area in which he did not do well. Thank you. Next.
Same as with CEO Meg Whitman, we're gonna apply some theories and analyze some approaches of CEO Bob Iger. From a skill theory perspective, Bob Iger's skill set and knowledge of negotiating was a key to gaining Pixar, Marvel, and Lucasfilm. His strategic foresight allows him to take these assets together without hindering creativity. According to the research conducted in 2022 by FABAC, explained that Iger used path goal theory by setting clear objectives, such as their effort to expand digital growth, like via Disney Plus, while giving teams resources. According to other research of Litopoulos in 2023, explained how his transformational leadership allowed disparate franchises to come together under a cohesive vision of quality storytelling. Despite that, according to Sherman and Ruan in 2023, his disruptive leadership was plagued with external acquisition and thus casting doubt on Disney's potency of internal innovation. Despite the theoretical synthesis of Iger leadership being effective but long-term strategic risk to innovation and sustainability, it stems that numerous challenges associated with this organization make it difficult for him to achieve these two state goals independently. Furthermore, we will compare CEO Meg Whitman and CEO Bob Iger in terms of leadership and approaches. The research conducted shows that both leaders' capability for visionary idea and strategic extension. Polgerman in 2016 research stated that Whitman's data-driven focus was used to scale eBay globally through incremental innovation and user-centric governance. However, although disruptive capacity was constrained by reliance on iterative improvements. More recently, eager acquisition of Pixar, Marvel, and Lucasfilm drove brand synergy, but were subject to risk of cultural dilution. Whitman and Iger also illustrates core leadership strategic alternatives of optimizing internal operational efficiency versus investing in external brand growth. They both had complexity in the integration process and hence drive adaptive leadership. This synthesis focuses on the balance of strategic vision with cultural and operational integration in order to achieve a sustainable long-run organizational performance. Critical discussion on these theories and approaches. Looking back at what was being applied in the previous slides, as leadership theories, we recognize that trait theory, which maintains that there are inherent leadership qualities that are reflected in the culture of organization, is simple explanation to an action that is complex. These traits are matched by Meg Whitman decisiveness and Eager Bob diplomacy, but do not explain their adaptive decisions in crisis, although situational leadership provides good explanation regarding how leaders adapt. It takes the far-fetched assumption that always leaders respond optimally, which is an unrealistic assumption in a volatile market. Transformational leadership brings to fore their visionary ambitions, but might dismiss the ethical and cultural trade-off involved in a rapid change. At last, disruptive leadership, though important for the market when it is disrupted, is dangerous to internal coherence. Disney cultural integration struggles, for example. As can be shown in this comprehensive analysis, a blended context, sensitive theoretical lenses is important to apply. To conclude, reflecting on both leaders' trajectories, we are concluded and Meg Whitman focused on data-driven scaling, enabled eBay global growth, while sometimes overlooked the governance and the cultural issues. On the other side, Bob Iger audacious acquisition transformed the Mammoth Corporation to a multimedia behemoth. Yet it is doubtful whether an unifying cultural blend has been fully achieved. If we're advising, Whitman would emphasize the need to provide qualitative stakeholder feedback as part of the oversight mechanism. As per Iger leadership, we could suggest to throw in-house innovation for added brand, make the brand sustain long-term. This analysis establishes how while leaders can balance vision with execution through blended leadership theories such as trait, situational transformational, it is important to do so during complex environment. This is our presentation. Thank you for your time, and further we have our references. We hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you very much.